Hey everyone, back checking into today's video. We're going to do the weekend forecast today, having a detailed look at the weather for the next 7 days across the British Isles. Looks like we're going to be in a more unsettled phase, really. I think we've broken the prolonged, dry, warm, at times hot weather that we have through July. It's going to be staying pretty warm down in the south and southeast, but it's going to be unsettled. There's going to be showers around on many days throughout the coming week. And at the end of the week, it could actually turn quite wet. Of course, it's very wet now in the north, and that's going to carry on much of the weekend across Scotland. It's going to be a horrible weekend up there, I'm afraid, for the end of the Commonwealth Games. But I think basically it's a showery type week, and temperatures will be variable, although it's still pretty warm at times down in the south and the southeast. Now, before I get on with the weekend forecast, just to say about the ads. There's video ads on our pages at GazWebBiz.com. Here to play on the video ad. You'll be helping to support GazWebBiz.com. Thanks very much for doing that. I'm going to start off with the Just Giving page for the Sowerby Vikings RFC, who are doing a 10-mile, 10-ton truck pull from Loughborough to Sowerby this afternoon. They've reached their target. They've got over £1,000, so thanks very much for donating to that charity. They're raising money for breast cancer care, so very important charity, and I'm sure they'll be very grateful for the money they've earned so far. If you want to donate, this is the page you can go to donate some money. It's justgiving.com/Sowerby RFC, and there's a link to it underneath this video on my home page in any case. But thanks very much for getting involved and donating to this lovely and wonderful charity. They're going to have a showery afternoon a bit, I think, over in the Loughborough area, and going to Sowerby, but there'll be some decent weather at times, and I'm sure they'll enjoy themselves whatever the weather is doing. Now, here's today's radar picture from the weatheroutlook.com. You can find the link to the Weather Outlook on my links page. We've got some very heavy, persistent rain up across many central southern parts of Scotland, coming down particularly into southwestern Scotland and Northern Ireland. Look at all that rain that's going on up there. We've got another band of quite heavy, sort of thundery showers coming across England and Wales, and those are going to push through the Midlands in towards East Anglia and Lincolnshire, of course, this afternoon. Not sure there'll be too many down in the far south-southeast, but you do get the idea from that. It's a pretty unsettled day, and if that doesn't give you the idea it's an unsettled day, here's today's Arctic pressure chart, which is about as settled as it gets at this time of year, with a 1,000 millibar area of low pressure right over top of the British Isles. So it's going to be persistently wet across much of Scotland and Northern Ireland through the course of the day, but persistent rain will be pushing further north into central and northern parts of Scotland through the course of this afternoon. And then we've got that band of rain and thundery showers coming across England and Wales. Don't be surprised if you hear some rumbles of thunder and maybe see a flash of lightning in one or two places. As I say, that's probably going to impact things for that 10-ton truck pull from Loughborough to Sowerby, but I'm sure they'll enjoy themselves in any case. Temperatures, well, going to be very cool up in the north in that persistent rain, barely into the mid-teens, 15, 16 degrees. Absolutely horrible day up in the north today, that pouring rain. A strong wind as well from the north and the northeast, actually feeling quite autumnal. Now, further south, it's not going to be too bad. Temperatures will be on the warmest side, getting up to around 22 or 23. 23 is 73 Fahrenheit, and about where we should be for this time of year. That low pressure gets rather stuck over Scotland and Northern Ireland tonight, I'm afraid, so the rain will continue to pour up there through the course of tonight. Elsewhere, it's probably going to turn drier. The showers will ease down. There'll be rather odd cloud floating around, but some clear spells as well, and showers probably continue around coast. Temperatures tonight will be a little bit cooler and fresher than they've been recently, somewhere between around 10 and 15 degrees. Now, as we move through into Sunday, that low pressure is still there over Scotland, so I'm afraid the rain just goes on really for Scotland and pulling down into Northern Ireland, particularly through the morning. It looks very, very wet. Things may start to dry up a little bit as we go through into the afternoon, but generally it's a proper old write-off weekend up there over Scotland, I think. Now, further south, we're going to have a better day a bit. There'll be some showers for northern and North Wales, but to the south of that, apart from 1 or 2 showers scattered about, I think most places should stay dry on Sunday, with sunny spells coming through, particularly on Sunday afternoon. Temperatures will be up to around 23 again, 73 Fahrenheit, but I have to emphasise that persistent rain across Scotland is going to feel very cool and miserable and really quite autumnal. As we go through into Monday, things will improve across Scotland. That low pressure is moving away to the north, so I know it's Bank Holiday Monday for Scotland, and it'll be a better day, but there could still be some rain about, particularly in the form of showers, but I think overall a much better day of it on Monday. You will be able to dry out. Elsewhere, we've got very sort of slack pressure here, so there'll be quite a lot of dry weather around, but don't be surprised if showers bubble up through the course of Monday afternoon, and one or two of those could be quite heavy and thundery. They'll be fairly well scattered, but don't be surprised if there's a few showers around on Monday afternoon. Temperatures may be up to 24 in the south, that's 75 Fahrenheit. It'll be warmer in the north as well, with temperatures up to 18 or 19 degrees, about average, but it'll certainly feel a lot better than it's going to over this weekend. We're going to keep that sort of slack pressure going as we move through into Tuesday and on into the middle of the week, really, so I think Tuesday and Wednesday will both be days that are having a lot of dry weather, but will be at risk of showers, particularly in the north and the west. Some of them will be heavy with a risk of a rumble of thunder. They'll be scattered, not everywhere will get them by any means. But if you do get them, they'll be quite slow moving because there's nothing to blow them through, so you'll probably know about it. Temperatures will be ticking up a little bit as well through the course of the middle of the week, so by the time we get through to Wednesday, we could be looking at temperatures getting back towards 25 in the south. That's 77 in Fahrenheit. Again, very slack pressure gradients for Wednesday, so Tuesday, Wednesday, both sort of mainly dry, sunny spells, but showers bubbling up, particularly through the afternoon. They'll be scattered, but they'll be heavy in places with a risk of a rumble of thunder. As we go through towards the end of the week, things get more complicated. We've got these areas of low pressure developing out to the west, and they'll be pushing eastwards, bringing up some quite hot air to the east of this. How far in that hot air gets, I'm not certain. There's going to be a stall, I think, with these areas of low pressure as they come in across the country. So the detail for Thursday and Friday is very uncertain, but I think overall we're seeing an increasing risk of heavy rain coming in from the west. That rain could grind to a halt somewhere over the country, particularly as we get through towards Friday. Could be very heavy, that rain. There will be a risk of flooding, so I'm going to have to keep you updated about this. I can't go into much detail at the moment because it's very uncertain pattern, but there will be a risk of significant rain, I think, across some parts of the country as we get through towards the latter stages of the week. Now, in the far east and southeast, we're bringing up a bit of a Spanish plume. That's probably going to mainly slide to the east of us, but it could just graze into the southeast. So temperatures potentially in the southeast, I'm talking about the far southeast, could get up to quite hot levels, maybe 28 or 29 by Friday. That's back into the 80s Fahrenheit, but it'll very quickly generate thunderstorms because the air is very unstable within this area of low pressure. But I think the concern for the end of the week is really more towards rain, to be honest, than it is towards heat at this stage. But it's an ever excuse me, it's an ever developing sort of situation, so I will have to keep you posted on it. We have an area of low pressure there being suggested by the time we go through to Saturday, which could be producing some heavy rain or thunderstorms across some parts of the country, but detail is highly uncertain from Thursday onwards. Watch this space. Just having a look at the charts from the weather outside weather in your area. This is a showery situation today. Persistently wet for Scotland and Northern Ireland. Horrible day there. Showers elsewhere. The south and southeast is mainly dry again today, and that's where the warmest temperatures will be. Still a lot of rain for Scotland and Northern Ireland on Sunday. Gradually it'll clear away, but generally it's a bit of a write-off. Elsewhere it'll be a better day. A few showers scattered around, but more in way of sunny spells coming through. Showers really scattered around the country on Monday. 1 or 2 of those could be heavy and thundery, but a lot of places probably will stay dry. More showers as we go through into Tuesday. Temperatures ticking up just a little bit day by day, and more showers into Wednesday. Now this is looking quite a wet situation. I don't think it'll be quite as bad as that. I think the showers will be scattered, so several places, many places perhaps staying dry and missing them. And then as we get through to the end of the week, that's when we've got that uncertainty with risk of heavy rain coming into the west and moving eastwards, or trying to move eastwards, stalling. Could turn hot in the far southeast. If it does, it will almost certainly generate thunder. So, in summary, it's a much more unsettled week. I think we've broken the prolonged dry spell that we had in July. And we're looking at a lot of rain this weekend up in the north, showers elsewhere, and that sort of scattered showery type scenario takes us through the early and middle part of next week. Then late next week we've got to be watching out for a heavy rain coming in from the Atlantic, stalling over the country, possibly producing some torrential rain and flooding in some places, and there is a chance, just a chance, but it could turn really quite hot again, just for a day or two, down in the far southeast. If it does, it'll generate thunder, so I'll keep you updated. That's it for now. Very interesting week coming up, so do keep coming back, checking out the updates, and that's it for now. Thanks for watching.